The State Bank of India has submitted a few hours ago the Electoral Bonds data to the Election Commission. The Election Commission will now publish all the data on its website as demanded by the Supreme Court by Friday. Sources telling India Today that posting the raw data will be a challenge, but the EC is making a determined effort to meet that deadline of Friday. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court Bar Association, through a googly, its chief Adesh Agarwal has written to the president seeking presidential reference on the bonds and calling for a review of the judgment. All of this leading to speculation whether the government wanted a last-minute stalling of the Supreme Court's directive to have all the data published. Joining me now, right at the very top, is Nalini Sharma. She our editor at Law Today, to tell us what has happened in the court, and Dr. Adesh Agarwal, chairman of the All India Bar Association, president Supreme Court Bar Association. To you, Mr. Agarwal, first, because you have created a controversy. Aapne to badi controversy kar di. You are putting a presidential reference on a decision of a constitution bench. Many are saying, on what basis are you doing this? ये तो अगर आपको पहले तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट के पास जाना चाहिए था if you wanted a review. Why are you bringing in the president? क्या किसी के दबाव में? Are you doing it under pressure?
No, it is totally wrong. I am not a party to that petition, so I have no right. And now I have, because President of India has the right. So I have pointed out to her that you take up this issue. The main issue, I think there is a confusion. I mainly pointed out that you have directed the authorities, Election Commission, to disclose the names of the donors and to whom they have donated. So that will create problem for them, because you see, if somebody has given donation to Trinamool TMC and he is staying in Haryana, he is doing business in Haryana, there will be political vendetta.
Wow, but sir, all of this, sir, these are matters that you could have filed an application in the Supreme Court if you believe that you wanted. No, presidential reference by its very nature.
Right.
Why a presidential reference?
Why not? Because that is under that, when such type of matter is there, this will create problem. I'm not disputing. We are not saying that this provision should continue, this bond should continue. No, I'm not on that. I'm on the point when Honorable Supreme Court direct that the Election Commission should disclose, put it on website.
So you are against the disclosure of these names. I'll come to you in a moment again. Nalini Sharma, Mr. Agarwal and the Supreme Court Bar Association have taken a presidential reference, but tell us what happens next. Apparently, the Election Commission is saying putting up the raw data may take time. Are they determined to meet, though, the Friday deadline? And what about the pre-2019 data, which the court had told the State Bank of India, and rather the Election Commission, needs to be put up forthwith?
Well, Rajdeep, the Election Commission has confirmed that they've obtained the data from the State Bank of India regarding the electoral bonds. But at the same time, they also say, and this is coming in from highly placed sources within the Election Commission, our colleague Sanjay Sharma has confirmed that this entire data is in its raw format, which is why it might be a challenge for the Supreme Court to go ahead, and for the Election Commission, I beg your pardon, to go ahead and publish the data, because it can't be published in its raw format. So they will have to clean up the data a little bit before publishing it on their website. What we are also learning is that they are working on war footing. All the teams of the Election Commission are trying to ensure that not just this new data that is coming from the SBI, but also the pre-2019 data that the Supreme Court had asked for goes up on the website as soon as possible. They are doing everything that they can to meet the March 15 deadline that has been set by the Supreme Court. And although they've said that it might be a challenge to do it, they are going ahead and trying their best. It remains to be seen what happens on Friday, whether or not the Election Commission is going to come back to the Supreme Court on the same lines like the SBI and ask for an extension of time if they're not able to do it, or whether somehow they'll make it happen and put up the data by 5 p.m. on the 15th of March or not.
Okay.